exhaust pipe is. Hello and welcome to Car Time with Henry. Just over a year ago, I bought an EG Civic sight unseen from a guy 1,000 miles away.
I love it. Really? Yes. You don't love it?
In the next series of videos, I'm going to chronicle the experience of building it into my ultimate Golden Era Honda daily driver. Let's start with what I found wrong with it when it arrived. SRS light, buffable scratches, unbuffable scratches, dents, busted trim, old window seals, sun fade, no battery tie down. This radiator is heinous. Exploded windshield. Interior in shambles. Ugly rear seat. Squeaky dash. Missing trim pieces. Uncomfortable stock seats, although I love the single swing arm headrest. Lack of bass. Oh wait, I already fixed that. Not lit wheels. Faux carbon accents. Hood. Wrong color. Brakes. Not good enough. There's something unholy going on with this brake rotor. This brake line's straight up hanging. Everglades mud water. D15 B8. 2 valves per cylinder, 70 horsepower, poo-poo slow machine. This is perhaps the greatest sin of all. The car is on them rods. So what's good about the car? Why did I ship a car up sight unseen from North Carolina, only to discover that it has about as many problems as you might expect? I'm gonna show you right now. You see this? Yeah. That is a completely rust-free rear quarter panel on an EG hatch. So I was like running and driving, 3,500, no rust, and there's truly, like, hold on. It's dirty, but there is no rust. This is dirt. Not a spot of rust on this car. And that is why I bought it. Those from the East Coast know that this is not what an East Coast car, look at this. This is not what an East Coast car looks like. Ever, 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 even if it's only 10 years old. So why go through the pain of trying to make one of these right? Well, it all starts with the quest to find my perfect daily. My first car was a 1983 BMW 320, which I never planned to use as a daily driver.
Did someone order a donut?
For a million reasons, I didn't feel comfortable road tripping it, and also I didn't want to drive it through too many winters, etc., etc. So I bought a 2015 Hyundai Veloster Turbo with like 40,000 miles on it. Those cars get a lot of hate. They're actually kind of amazing. Of course, it did turn me into a bit of a cringe turbo hatchback boy. So I got the intercooler resonator delete, short ram intake, sort of cheapo mod, turbo excess blow-off valve. But these are the growing pains of any enthusiast. The Veloster was comfy and quick and grippy, but it didn't have like an exciting connection to the machine that I craved from my daily driver. And I came to the conclusion that it was just too new. This is when I started looking in the Chicagoland area for a Civic, but they were all either $10,000 clean K-swaps or heinous body kit rust buckets. So I sold it. Bye-bye! And bought an E38, and obviously that was amazing. Definitely the best car ever made.
Look at all these big cars. And then look at that car.
But it was an automatic, and it had an open diff, which was even worse. And parts were horrifically expensive. And on top of all of that, besides like lowering it or throwing wheels on it, any modifications you want to do to this car that are actually going to make it better are really expensive. So I sold the E38 for 10 grand, bought this sort of clapped, sort of clean EG for 3,500, and a week after the car arrived, it started overheating. Bubbles in the radiator told me the head gasket was toast, so I went right to fixing it. Unfortunate thing to happen to your new daily, right? I'd never done a head gasket before, but $100 and maybe 6 hours later, and it was good as new. Since that moment, I've driven that car with a sense of pride that I never felt in the Veloster or the E38. Sure, those cars are more well appointed, but what's more luxurious than knowing that anything could break on your car and you could fix it? So before we get into the build, what was this car like to drive stock, or stock on them rods? Incredible engagement on the shifter, even when you're just like chilling out. Easy steering. All the controls are right where you want them to be. Thumbs just slide right into the wheel. The gearing is insanely long with this CX box, the D15 V8 motor. You can comfortably drive in first gear in a city environment without shifting to second, which is bizarre. It's not that comfortable in this car because the gearbox is a little noisy. I mean, that's part of what gave it 42 miles per gallon from factory. This thing just glides. It's got this funny feeling that I haven't really experienced in any other car. But the first time I took it on the highway, I was really surprised how smooth and how easy it was just to drive. It has this feeling that it's happy doing what you're asking it to do. Easy clutch, easy gearbox, stock exhaust, it's zippy enough. Here's 2,000 RPM. You know, it's got enough torque to go around stuff. That's a lot more vibration than it is movement. If something wasn't wrong with the chemicals in my brain, I would just keep the D series motor. I'd probably put a D16 in it, you know, spend $600 on the whole swap and just have a happy little car. But no. All right, so before we launch into my ultimate daily Civic build, I'm gonna just tell you guys the right way that you should restore or modify your car that you just bought. The first thing, audio. You're going to want to add bass, and you're going to want to add it soon. The reason is that when you have a subwoofer, it helps mask the sound of mechanical issues with the car. Number two, engine. The second thing you're going to want to do to your car is make it as fast as possible. 3, interior. And I'm not talking about interior restoration, I'm talking about 3D printed things from Etsy. Number 4, suspension. What I mean by suspension is lowering as much as possible for as cheaply as possible. Number 5, LHF. Lines, hoses, fluids. 6, bushings. They are hard to find, no one will ever see them, and they're difficult to replace. Number 7, brakes. The SRS system, if your car is equipped with airbags and the airbag light is on, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna kind of do things backwards. I'm actually gonna fix my SRS light. I'm actually gonna probably do a full brake refresh, replace every single bushing, deal with my fluids and my lines and my hoses, then I'm gonna upgrade my suspension, and then I'm going to make sure my interior is a nice place to be, and then I'm going to eventually do my engine build. That's actually where I'm at right now. I've already done a lot of this, but I filmed it, and I just didn't have time to put it together into videos. But I'm going to put it together in videos in order of when I did what I did, and so you'll be able to see the progression of the car. Audio, actually, I did the right way, which is I did that first.
Thanks for watching the first episode of Car Time with Henry's Ultimate Daily Civic Build. Subscribe and stay tuned for episode 2, where we upgrade/restore this car's suspension and brakes.